I'll tell you.
They say that organically, human beings, like as children, we only have two real fears that we're scared of. Heights and loud noises. Everything else they say is learned. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate, but like it gives you an idea of how we were programmed, to feel certain things. And no one wants to lose their loved ones, and so we all have this shared humanity where we all gone through heartache and heartbreak and challenges, health challenges, and everything. Some people know. About my sleep apnea from our last episode. I don't talk about that in conversations, but for years I slept only a couple hours a night because I stopped breathing, and I use a CPAP breathing device and everything. I almost drowned when I was a kid, so maybe part of it is related to that. But I mean, yes, I'm scared of a little bit of heights and everything else like that. But I'm most scared that at the end of my life that I held back, because I'm not so much scared of failure. I mean, certainly we all have that inside of us at some level, but I'm more afraid of achieving something that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like getting really good at something that doesn't matter. So
climbing up the wrong ladder or the ladder on the wrong
wall, and so I want the most important thing is to keep the most important thing, and so I'm scared of not really showing up. And so that keeps me going.
Yeah, it's good. It's a healthy thing about a fear, right? Yeah.
And I think all our emotions are just these signals and messages to us. That if you feel scared of giving a presentation or performing, on center court or whatever, it just means it's a sign to your nervous system saying, hey, I just need to prepare. I need to rehearse this. I need to get better because that's useful. Some fears are extremely useful, right? I want to be afraid of heights. Like I watched that documentary. You see like the Free Solo?
Yeah, we had Jimmy Chin in here,
oh,
the
did
director.
You really?
Yeah, I met Alex at the premiere as well. So
yes. So like that's useful. Like some people who don't feel like that's a little bit. I want to be fearful of doing that because I don't want to, do that.
But Alex can't be too fearful or he'll get lost in the moment.
So, right, exactly.
And that's why no one else can do what he does. Mm-hmm. There are better climbers than him, but nobody that can keep it together at 2,000 feet up without a rope on and smile.
And part of it is nature, put different parts of the brain in development and such, but also it's trained. I mean, he was like him living in that van and doing the practice every single day. Hear that phrase in personal development. I think it was Jim Rohn, what you practice in private, you're rewarded for in public. But, what are people practicing when people aren't looking? Because that's the rehearsal, that's the deep work. That's the place that not many people go to. That idea that we don't rise to the level of expectations, we fall to the level of our training, and the skills and the abilities. What are we doing to? It's like don't shrink your dreams down to your present reality. Expand like your capabilities, your commitment, your discipline, your skills to the level of your destiny.
Strong stuff here, Jim. It's funny because I introduce you as this guy about learning and memory, but like you're a lot more than that, Jim. Like you really are like a philosopher, and it's really about this human existence. And I think it's because you continue to grow as a person. So, I think we need to rewrite your bio.
I appreciate that. The techniques are so. People could listen to our podcast and just listen how to remember names and how to read faster and how to change your habits and how to learn languages and do all that. I feel like we know it, but we don't. We need that. We need to be able to tap into, really who we are, and ultimately, I feel like people need to remind themselves. When I was talking about looking in the mirror and loving that person that's been through so much but is still standing, we have to reconnect with really who we really are, And I feel like a lot of people are suffering and struggling at all times in our life, and where we feel like we're not enough. And I feel like that's the biggest challenge humanity is really facing. And I'm not saying love yourself like narcissism, right? Because that's not. I'm talking about loving yourself is like, hey, I'm doing the best I can, and at this moment. And if you work hard, you work smart, you're kind to others, you feed your mind, you're always learning, good things are just going to happen.
Yeah.
For sure.